Hey, Graham. Just got your message. And just say with your first sentence, I don't want to see your genitals, Gavin. Yeah, no, I'm just offering my genitals as a picture to all XXYs in an email, always, just in case they want to see, the differences, And so you say later on in your message, that, you go to the nude beaches and your only problem is having an erection. I can completely understand that. Let me just clear up a few things about me on testosterone. I went off testosterone 21 months ago-ish, and I was on testosterone for 13 years. And so what you're talking about with the, I'll just start from the start with your letter, okay? All persons with a penis have a maximum possible length that is predetermined prior to zygote stage. No, I don't know what zygote is. I am crap at science, always was, always hated it, always had a thing that I didn't like about science. Though my mother is a science genius, she taught biology for 25 years, and but was not your typical biology teacher, because was always interested in other types of treatments, ailments, aid things, complementary medicine type, alternative things, all sorts of things to do with health, my mother's another story, and so that's why I'm aware of things, but I'm not very good at explaining things, especially not scientific level. So no, zygote, haven't a clue. Embryo, if you asked me to draw it, I wouldn't have a clue. Okay? So, you say there are environmental factors that can limit penis size. My penis, man, is the point of my penis is that my penis is small. My father's penis is small as well. And my father has no problem, sticking his genitals up on. Well, I say that he has no problem. I speak for him. He has no problem with putting his genitals on the internet either. Basically, you have no problem putting your penis on the internet because you have a big penis, And I would say, obviously, that the testosterone has increased your size dramatically, because you do take more testosterone than I've ever taken. Most XXYs actually take more testosterone than I take when I do take it, and I took it for 13 years, and this YouTube experience is me off testosterone. Even this whole YouTube experience is me coming off testosterone, in fact. And my plan was to go back on testosterone, and I have to say that I probably will go back on it. It's just a matter of deciding, really, to get a friend of mine to bring me to the damn doctor, because I'll probably put it off. And I know I am putting it off. Anyway, back to the point. Penises, is that, my penis is small, and when it's erect, it's basically close to 6 inches, when it's erect, and it's from what my girlfriends and lovers have told me over the years, it's a great size. It's not too big. It's thick, and it's soft, and soft skinned, hard as hell, and it is still hard off the testosterone. It is still hard, erect hard, but definitely what you're describing of like a 50-year-old, what you can do sex-wise, testosterone definitely helps there. But yeah, I completely have got erections in the most embarrassing places. God. But yeah, my dick size does hold me back from feeling comfortable on beaches, in showers, going swimming, having sex, or just fondling with a woman. you know, there's not a lot you can do with my penis when it's not erect. It's, you know, it's really like my balls and my penis together when they're not aroused. Or even though my last girlfriend played with them all the time, you know, and I loved every part of them, but you know, so like when you've got a partner that's in love with you, then obviously it doesn't matter. But just on the sexual side, like if I was to be in a porno, then yeah, I should really be talking more about like this, you know, because that's also where my mind goes. I'm very erotic, and like I love to touch, and I love kissing, and I love licking, and you know, I love fucking. I love getting fucked. Yeah, that's the thing. I had a great 20s. My 20s it was brilliant, and I'm in my 30s now. It's a bit different, and also I suppose because I'm in my 30s and I've been off my testosterone most part of my 30s. I'm not in the same space, and the testosterone does give you a vibe of, you know, you're in the elite. You know, it gives you that vibe. At least it gives me that vibe. I still feel I'm in the elite, but I don't feel too confident in the elite. That's the point. No, that's right. Still with me, because that was a waffle. Yeah, this back end part of your message is like, you know, when you mentioned something, you know what, I can't remember, I got the impression you wouldn't mind seeing what I had. I don't have any of the society's rules hang-ups over nudity, and neither do I. That's the only reason I mentioned, you know, I can send you a picture of my balls. I don't know what other reason I would send you my penis and balls. Although I suppose, yeah, maybe if I was younger, I'd send you my penis and balls, and you could tell me whether that's good enough or not. But that's not the story, man. It's just about, I'm not going to put my penis and balls up on YouTube for all to see intentionally. And I know some of you know about the intentionally part. Yeah. Because I didn't intentionally mean to put any kind of representation, live representation of my penis and balls out of any video I have. But sometimes it can happen if you forget to put your boxer shorts on for video. Yeah. Have I gone over the 10-minute mark? Because I'm sure I could talk to you for half an hour. I'd love to talk to you in real life. I absolutely would. But basically, this is real life YouTube, and if we could get more of the XXYs that are actually already on YouTube to come back on and to do more video responses, that would be great. So we're here to do our own thing. We're not here essentially to get on with each other completely. Just here to say, great, another XXY. Just give me a bit of a feeling of not alone, and also the fact that we together doing what we're doing, making a huge difference. I can't understand, to be honest with you, Graham, why more XXYs don't do this. I really just can't understand, like, especially the ones on forums that are, you know, they seem like they're on top of things. Like, well, why don't they just show their faces then? Or they don't even have to show their faces. They could do a video and cover their faces. They could wear a mask, or they could have a black screen and just speak. Because, you know, most people don't like to read in the XXY world. That seems to be, you know, the concrete conclusion, really, that, you know, XXYs generally don't really enjoy reading. So blogs, writing, doesn't really work. Of course there's going to be confusion. Here there's no confusion. You know, people can just ask, and then we can answer. And I hope that we're not going to be alone on this scene for too much longer. I find it very slow on forum stuff and blog things. I suppose XXYTalk.com is a bit more active, you know. But Jesus, the amount of complaints or comments that XXYs have been making over the last 2 weeks, and about 50 or 60 of them have said, like, find it very unfriendly and rude. I can't believe it. I'm like, wow. But that is a very good, that's a main station for XXYs, if you ask me. It just doesn't have all the XXYs on it. But it could have all the XXYs on it. There's only 3 XXYs that aren't on XXYTalk.com that are banned, I mean. And there's plenty more XXYs that aren't going to join because of all those reasons. But once those three people get at least given the opportunity to be back on, then I think that together on that level of everybody being on the same forum, that we can really make movements that will suit all of us. Because nobody really needs to know in the world that XXYs exist. Not really. Like they don't need to know that we are XXY, because we're hardly any different really from the other general populations. But the reason why XXY does actually have to be put out there is because there's a lot of other people out there that need to understand why there are some people like transsexuals. That's important, to understand humans better. And yes, I understand people not wanting to be put in the spotlight, but I think it's very important. As long as we use information without attaching names to it, whoever said what and whatever, then I think just spread information. Okay, ciao.